One of the key challenges of being a late diagnosed autistic person is explaining it to others. Why? Well, apparently the world at large are entitled to some sort of reasoning, some sort of explanation, justification that we dare come to them and say, guess what? I've got some news for you. I'm autistic. You know, like autism? That's the other thing. I find if I say to someone, oh, just so you know, I'm autistic, that means I have autism. I find myself using terms I don't believe in to neurotypical people just so they know what I mean. Does that make sense? Like, I hate the idea of people saying, I live with autism. No. I live with my wife and kids. I am autism. People go, oh, no, don't let it be my child's identity. What are you talking about? The only thing autistic about them is their brain. You take their brain away, they're dead, mate. So yes, it is their goddamn identity. Let's talk solutions to this challenge before I go too far off track and become positively unhinged. I think when I mentioned what I do when I explain to people, just so you know, if I feel like I want to have a conversation or something that might be a bit weird to them, just so you know, I'm autistic. That means I have autism. I say that not because I like saying that, but because our goal is to convey our diagnosis, our experience to the world at large, to the extent that they will understand it and potentially, it's about the chance, will actually take it into consideration. I don't go into some long-winded story with everyone. Well, it started back in primary school. I was born on a quiet day back in the early 1930s. I was born. That's not true. I wasn't born in the 30s. It was the 40s. Let's just watch the comments come in.
Sorry, hang on. You're a sprightly man. Are you really born in the 40s? Like,
do I look that bad? That's the thing. How is this joke not a joke to some people?
wow, you look amazing for being...
In simple terms, the solution is develop a clear and concise way of explaining to others your diagnosis, but more specifically, how you experience the world as an autistic person. Challenge number 3 of navigating life after a late autism diagnosis is managing sensory overload. Now, sensory sensitivities are core parts of autistic people's lives. That's where it stops, though, with regards to generalizations. Some autistic people have a hypersensitivity, right? Meaning it's an over-experience. Some have a hyposensitivity, an under-experience. So you might have a sensitivity to sound. You might have a sensitivity to light. I talked really fast then. Did you pick that up? The touch, taste, these types of things, environmental factors, all different types of sensory sensitivities, frankly, can become even worse post-diagnosis because you're starting to embrace this is who you are and you're, starting to stop trying to be who you're not and therefore opening the gates to experiencing the world as an authentic autistic person.